Welcome to Pause and Reflect, your go-to podcast presented by Nala Health, where we take a deep dive into the lives of our furry companions, covering everything from their adorable puppy antics to their wise senior moments. Today's episode is dedicated to a topic close to our hearts: allergies in dogs. That painfully familiar sound of scratching, gnawing, and shaking just breaks any pet parent's heart and can significantly impact our furry friends' quality of life. But don't worry, we've got you covered to help unpack the complex world of allergies. So stay tuned for a deep dive into the itch. Navigating the world of dog allergies can be a bit like piecing together a puzzle, with each pup showing their unique set of symptoms. You've got sneaky environmental allergies, where something as innocent as a spring bloom can send your furry friend into a flurry of sneezes. Then there's the food allergies, which might lead to itchy woes. Each type of allergy brings its own little twist to the tale, and it is incredibly important to approach each one with a keen eye and diligent plan. Tailoring the care and management to suit your dog's specific needs isn't just thoughtful, it's essential. It's all about creating a comfy, happy space for your pup, free from those pesky allergens that can turn a good day into a scratchy one. So let's understand the delicate dance of dog allergies. Let's first look into the umbrella term allergies and what it actually means. Picture your dog's immune system as an overzealous detective, always on the lookout to keep your furry friends safe. Now, whether it's a whiff of pollen in the breeze or a tasty piece of poultry, the immune system sometimes gets its wires crossed and sounds the alarm. When this happens, the immune system tends to put on quite a show. Suddenly, our detective jumps to conclusions, mistaking these harmless elements for cunning villains out to cause harm. In a flurry of activity, the immune system, much like a detective calling for backup, mobilizes its defenses, setting off a series of reactions that, to the outside world, look a lot like allergy symptoms. It's a classic case of mistaken identity, where the immune system turns a peaceful park visit into an unnecessary crime scene investigation. And it's a bit of a lottery when it comes to who end up with these allergies. Some have a genetic predisposition to allergies, while others develop them from overexposure. Our furry pals might show us they're struggling through a series of signs that can't be ignored. It starts with that incessant itch, the kind that has them scratching behind their ears at all hours or rubbing their sides along the couch. Then there's the skin, and how it can flare up, getting all red and irritated, which is a clear SOS signal from their body. And those ears and eyes aren't spared either, with infections popping up more often than we'd like. When the menus the culprit and food allergies come into play, the plot thickens with a bit of digestive drama. Tummy troubles like an unexpected bout of vomiting, gas or diarrhea join the list, making mealtimes a bit of a detective scene as we try to pinpoint the offending ingredient. Pollen allergies bring their own flair to the mix with sneezes and runny noses. Each sniffle and scratch is a piece of the puzzle, guiding us towards helping our beloved pets find some much-needed relief. Firstly, we will take a look at food allergies. The usual suspects in this category tend to be proteins that you find on the dinner table every day, like chicken, beef, soy, eggs, and lamb. Just like us, some dogs find themselves facing discomfort from gluten and dairy, leading to those all too familiar tummy troubles. To determine if a dog's symptoms are related to food sensitivities, veterinarians often employ an elimination diet, also known as an exclusion diet. This diagnostic approach involves systematically removing potential trigger foods from the dog's diet and observing any changes in symptoms. By carefully reintroducing foods one at a time, pet owners and veterinarians can identify specific ingredients that provoke allergic or intolerant reactions, helping to tailor a suitable dietary plan for the affected dog. You might consider giving an allergy-friendly or hypoallergenic dog food a whirl, like the one from Nala Health, to see if those pesky symptoms take a hike. Nala Health is quite the standout, starring insect protein from black soldier fly larvae. This isn't your everyday protein, it's a novel one, less likely to stir up those allergy storms. Plus, it's a sustainable choice, brimming with every essential amino acid your furry friend could ask for, not to mention minerals and those healthy fatty acids. But there's more. Our black soldier fly larvae are pretty low maintenance, thriving on clean plant waste without the need for any antibiotics or growth hormones. And as an added benefit, Nala Health packs in omega-3s for that skin support, reducing inflammation to relieve your pup's itching. And let's not overlook the probiotics, the gut-friendly helpers that ensure a happy microbiome and a robust immune system. After all, a strong immune system is the best ally for dogs battling allergies. Stepping into the world of environmental allergies, we're met with a lineup of usual suspects: pollen, grass, and those sneaky dust mites that love to burrow in beds and blankets. Not to mention the mold lurking in damp corners, grooming products, and pesticides. Identifying these culprits often starts with a simple blood test, shining a light on the allergens that have your pup itching and sneezing. The varying seasons can also shed a light on the root cause. As the curtains lift on spring and summer, those with pollen allergies might notice their furry companions become a flurry of scratches and shakes. If the cozy embrace of winter brings on an itch, the spotlight turns to those dust mite allergies, lurking in the warmth of our snuggled blankets and plush beds. Now, when it comes to keeping those allergies at bay, a few simple changes can be made. Firstly, you want to create an allergy-friendly safe haven at home. Opt for natural cleaning products over those chemical concoctions, and try to keep your pup in another room while you vacuum to keep those allergens from floating around in the air. An air purifier can also be useful, keeping those indoor allergens in check. And after a bit of playful activity outside, a good wash can get rid of any residue, especially when you pay extra attention to their paws. Opting for a dog shampoo that respects their skin's natural balance is key, but for those days when you're looking for a more natural touch, a dab of diluted apple cider vinegar on a clean cloth can do the trick. Just remember though, while cleanliness is next to dogliness, overdoing it can also be detrimental, so keeping baths helpful but not too frequent is ideal. When looking at medications that manage allergy symptoms, there are possibly as many choices as there are allergens, so chatting with your vet is key to finding the right medley of treatments. Whether it's antihistamines to block those allergy signals, steroids to dial down the inflammation, or allergy vaccines to teach the immune system some tolerance, each has its role. And for those particularly itchy dogs, medications like Cytopoint can step in to soothe the scratchiness, always mindful of balancing benefits with any side effects. Let's take a closer look at allergy vaccines, which are tailor-made potions that contain small amounts of the things your dog is allergic to. These vaccines are like a gentle nudge to your dog's immune system, a way of whispering that the things that seem threatening actually aren't a problem. With each tiny injection, it's as if we're slowly turning down the volume on the immune system's over-the-top reactions, teaching it to take a deep breath and relax in the face of these supposed foes. They are a commitment, both in time and in the treat budget, stretching over a span of up to 2 years with a monthly rendezvous for a vaccine shot. But for young dogs, it can be incredibly effective in ridding them of their allergy woes for good. Even for environmental allergies, the food bowl can do some magic. A diet with balanced omega-3 and 6 fatty acids can soothe irritated skin with anti-inflammatory lullabies. Probiotics should also be added for a harmonious gut. An interesting supplement is nature's answer to antihistamines, quercetin. Quercetin can be found as a supplement but also naturally occurs in apples and berries. Surprisingly, adding pollen to your pollen allergic dog can also be a remedy. Introducing a tiny taste of local pollen to your pup is akin to holding a diplomatic meeting between the immune system and the allergen. This pre-season introduction helps the immune system recognize pollen as a friend, not a foe, easing tensions and reducing the likelihood of overreactions when the air fills with these peaceful particles during the full bloom of spring. It's a strategic move to foster understanding and tolerance, making the upcoming season a time of peace rather than turmoil for your pollen-prone pup. And then there's the curious case of cross-reactivity, which is a bit like a mix-up where your dog's immune system confuses one antigen for another. For example, proteins from completely different sources like outdoor pollen and an ingredient from the dinner bowl appear so similar that your dog's body registers them both as the same threat, raising the alarm. While not the most common form of an allergy, it is important to note that there may be a correlation between what's in the bowl, what's floating in the breeze, and what's causing your fluff ball to itch. It is therefore important to seek help from a vet to do a full checkup of your dog to ensure you are giving them the right treatment. If you have any questions or have a topic you would like us to cover, we would love to hear from you. Contact us on support@nalahealth.dog or find us at nalahealth.dog. Catch us next time on Pause and Reflect as we dig into more ways to celebrate the human-canine bond. Until then, keep those tails wagging.